Hi, I'm Jim Clark. To my right, Walsh head football coach Ted Karras. And Ted, lots of good things to talk about. Smile on your face.
Yeah.
Just a very good, gutty performance winning on Saturday in the Dome up in northern Michigan.
Absolutely. Proud of our players, proud of our coaches, overcame adversity. You know, the week was interesting, the fact that Tuesday we got rained out, had nowhere to go, so we didn't practice. We practiced on Wednesday, traveled for 11 hours on Thursday, didn't practice, and it was kind of a funny story, you know, Halloween being Friday. We get to the hotel at 1 a.m., and immediately as we all get in the lobby to get our keys, the lights start flickering. So we thought it was kind of a gag at first, but then lo and behold, the lights go off. The power goes out for an hour, so we scramble to get to our rooms. They finally get the power on. We have a good night's sleep. We wake up the next day, go to the Dome and practice, and then come out with a huge win for our program on Saturday.
And you caught that snowstorm.
We did.
On the bridge of all places.
We did, yeah. The last couple hours, the bus drivers did a heck of a job. A lot of wind and snow, and you really can see out where the windshield wipers were brushing the snow away, but the bus was caked with snow. So we overcame some things and got a big win.
Get to Saturday's game, some field goals first half, down 10-6 at the half. Third quarter, can't get on the board.
No.
Fourth quarter, though, 21 points.
Wow.
Coming back, what I thought that maybe the biggest play of the season when you score and take the lead, but they get that kick return for 100 yards, but you came back and still won the ball game.
That would have to be the drive here at Walsh University right now in our time frame here, with Jason Fracassa going 4 or 5, making big plays all throughout, and for our offense to take that down and score with a minute left, overcoming the adversity. Huge win for the program. And I also want to talk about defense. You know, after we did score, defense had to hold, and it really came down to 1 inch. It was fourth down, and Jamar Brown made a nice tackle, and the guy was about 1 inch short, and we ended up winning the ball game.
Well, so many good things to talk about. You look at numbers. You know, you're running the football. You get 140 yards on the ground. As always for us, lots of guys contribute with Mail, Keith. Gordon gets a TD again. A lot of guys contributing there.
Yeah, a lot of guys contribute on offense. I've mentioned Fracassa. I can't say enough about his performance and coming in and doing his job. Joe Robinson made some big plays. 4th and 2, caught that long ball, caught a 2-point conversion, touchdown. He had a great game. Anthony Schrock going up and making key receptions at key times and going up over people. And Aaron Mail did a heck of a job, too.
And we've seen it all year. If you get the ball near Schrock and Robinson, most likely they'll catch it.
Yeah, and they're big, tall receivers, and Jason Fracassa does a good job of getting the ball to them where they can catch it.
Other big things, you look at the defensive numbers. The last 4 or 5 weeks, Cameron Trudell's just been a monster every week.
Monster. He's one of our defensive players of the game. Also, Skylar Parks had a heck of a game from his nose position. And C.J. Chapman, can't say enough about him. You know, he was injured. He didn't practice much, but what a key interception there in the fourth quarter that I thought was game-changing.
Another key I thought was time of possession. When you keep the ball out of their hands, hey, they can't score.
No, I think we do a good job of grinding it out. You know, 140 yards rushing, 41 rushes. That takes time off the clock. And then also what was big in this game was field position and special teams. And I just want to mention a few guys that did a really good job on special teams. Tim Carter, for one. I mean, he had 6 punts. I think it was about a 40-yard average. Bart Randolph, 2 big tackles on kickoff. Jamar Brown, excellent return. It was electrifying. Kyler Lacey's just doing a great job on kickoff. Devontae Maribel, Christian Mann's getting all the snaps there, and Pat White. So all those guys contributed. It was a great team win.
Well, I think it shows, you say team win, I think it shows guys still buying into this thing. When you get behind on the road late in the game, after you get the lead, sometimes if guys don't believe, they go the other way, and we did not. We went back and won that football game.
That's right, and we've been preaching about that all year. And you know what, on the road, the 57 guys that were dressed and when we traveled had a mindset that we were going to get it back and get it done, and we did, and we're very proud of them.
This week, you come back home, Glenville State, very good offensive football team. I tell you, Lee can run it, over 1,000 yards. Sean Steele, 19 TD passes. Tons of receivers catch the football. Very good offensive team.
Very good offensive team, big offensive line. They like to run the football. They ran us, a lot last year. I think they probably had the same game plan coming in. We got to be able to stop the run. Defensively, they do a lot of different things, bring a lot of different blitzes, different fronts. We have to be really prepared to get the win.
Were you healthy coming out of that game in Michigan?
Yeah, for the most part overall. Jeremy Wilson went up for a pass. Guy has a hip pointer right now. We're not sure. Justin Turner maybe dinged his hamstring. I'm not sure. He didn't play the fourth quarter. And also I want to mention him. He had a big interception in the game. So overall good. We'll see how the week goes.
Sure, the trip back was much better after that victory on that bus coming home.
It was a glorious, euphoric trip back, Jim. 11 hours. We get in at 5 a.m. here on Sunday, and it just was a great weekend, a great weekend for Walsh football.
Ted, great win. Let's get another one this week.
Thanks.
Cavs at home Saturday morning night. It's 11 o'clock at Fawcett. Kickoff, be there on Saturday. Glenville State. I'm Jim Clark. We'll talk to you next week.